Right. Let's see. Where are we? Who am I? And what are we doing? Well, this is the Chun-Li 1 Twitch channel. That must mean that I'm Chun-Li 1. And I think that means we're playing Blood Bowl, considering that's what he does most of the time. Yeah. Oh boy. Hello, everybody. Well, here we are, week 9. I'm full of mac and cheese with chicken and sausage. Y'all can't hear it, but I've got Mume in the background, just talking with Hollow Promise, just chatting away, yapping about. But we've got Crenbowl to play. That's right, it's the Death Talk Reborn versus the We Have Meat, played by Cataween, the Shambling Undead teams. Let's take a look at what's going on there, shall we? Please tell me that the game sounds are actually working properly. Yes, they are. Good, neat, nice, and proper. All right, let's take a look at what our teams are looking like. We have ourselves. Let's see. We have Euripides Upman, the Flesh Golem. Sia Boyd is out for this week, unfortunately, so she can't finish off the season. Luke A. Boyd is still here, ready to do some hunting of mummies and the like. HURRAH must be blind, and Guilty as Zell ready to go, with Gil getting Juggernaut last time. I apologize for not leveling up my team last week, but I just didn't think about it when we were doing it. Adolf the Floor gets himself a brand new set of duds to go along with all of his skills and the like. Anik has Tackle. Why is a zombie my most leveled player, I ask you? Enoch gets Frenzy. Why? Because I took random levels, that's why, but at least it could be useful. It's on block. Einik with unleveled, Onik with Sneaky Git, or that's a dirty player rather, that's the logo for Sneaky Git. And Eunuch the Second has got nothing still. I have 180 in my treasury. Oh, I'm tempted to get another Flesh Golem, but I'm also tempted to fire Sia and hire another werewolf. It's better than having a random zombie. I really don't want to do that. I don't want to fire her on the last week because of it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I can either use this money. I can use this money either for a star player. Actually, I think I might just do it for the star player because that just sounds fun. Yeah, we'll do the star player. Anyway, who are we playing? We have Meat, played by Cataween, the Shambling Undead team. Let's see, we have two mummies, Arnie Arby and Ronald McDonald, with Block, Juggernaut, and Guard spread about them. Chester Checkers II, a Blitzer, and Phil Checka. I love these, by the way. Some great names pulled out of various fast food places. Steve the Hedgehog Sonic. Blodge Sure Hands Sidestep. What a... John Papa, a Ghoul Runner with nothing. Well, no, who am I saying? Nothing. He's got Pro. And we have Wendy, the Dairy Queen. Jack Boxer with Kick. Popeye the Skeleton. Toot toot. That's so good. Carl Hardy Jr. Carl Frank Clark III with a minus passing. Because, you know, it's so injurious to a skeleton to be minus passing. And King Burger, who I'm assuming is new. Oh, these are some great names. 3 rerolls, no Apothecary, probably has a Necromancer regardless. This should be interesting to see. More ghouls, but I've got Werewolf. Slightly faster. Yeah, but we'll see. We will see. I'm worried about the mummies, but hopefully Dauntless Werewolf can do some damage to them. So yeah, both sides with 3 rerolls. This should be interesting to say the least. Okay, so I'm ready. I'm assuming he is, as we've been chatting in the Discord a little bit. So let's get this going forward, shall we? That was quick.
I'm liking the look of this. Rangers, this team has the advantage.
Oh,
Will they be able to capitalize on
righty.
it?
What are we playing on? Wood Elf. Alright. Fine with me. We must have not reset it. Ah, well. Who's going to win? The black and red or the black and white? This should be a fun game and interesting enough.
Capricious weather.
Ah.
All controls going to be hard.
Here we... What do you mean, capricious weather? Don't just leave me hanging there, Holmes. Okay. Star players. Oh, I can't use
I
my
wouldn't
actual
mind this show if
treasure.
they just got rid of one thing.
I would have bought a
Me?
player if I thought if I had remembered that. Okay, well, if that's the case then. That's mortuary assistant. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about that. Bribe though. If I have the opportunity, I've got some opportunities for bribes. This could be helpful. Alright, and it's raining. Appleur TV doesn't get to use their ready cash. Alright, thanks, Digi. And hey, Bitwise, how you doing? And he's choosing to receive. Alright. But yeah, that does completely throw out what I was planning on doing, because I was actually going to grab that skeleton dwarf passer player. But it probably wouldn't have been so great in the rain. Let's see. -1 on catch, pick up, or interfere. So that's fine. That's dandy. We'll see if that changes on the kickoff. We are playing Wood Elf pitch. Alright. And we'll go with this. And hope upon hope that I can get some good shots against the mummies. All right. And here we go. Timeout. Oh, good. We lose a turn. All right, let's start this. And by start this, my golem is on the ground. +1 GFI stacks with sprint. Change the other effect if 3 injuries occur during the first half. All right. Thanks, Ditchy, for the reminder. Yep, that's the word I'm looking for.
There's only one word to say about this ball.
Not a word, Jim. A sound.
Oh, and good. We already have an injury. Regen? No. Eunuch, you suck.
Now his buddy can move freely.
He's stunned. Onik is on the ground. Werner is untouched. If I could get I'm not going to be able to get any good help against the mummies, so I'm going to end up in 1 die. 1 die blocks. Ugh. 1 die's into block. That's just bad. Oh, good. And Enix's getting a 2 die, but he's got block. He's okay for the moment. Fun fact, if you give a gutter runner sprint and short feet just in case, you can do the good old 1 turn from the line of scrimmage from Blood Bowl 2 on the Wood Elf pitch during the first effect. That is impressive. But it does require a lot of setup, though, doesn't it? You need to have the gutter runner here with sprint
Hiding behind all the crap.
in order to do so. And he fails the pickup, so that's one thing. Okay. Stand up, Euripides. Stand up, Einik. There's no good way. I mean, unless I take a 1 die here. Yeah, there's no good way here. Sprint is easy for gutter runner to get, so they normally score on the teams they are on, and agility skills are primary. This is also true. Plus, that in the second half, if they get the extra effect, then they become less likely to get hurt. Oh, that's a terrible plan. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not as terrible. All right, let's. I don't have block. Loner reroll works. Okay. Stay put. I'm gonna regret moving him there. Doesn't have stand firm, but if I can at least get 1/2 die to knock him down. Yes, reroll the Dauntless, please. Damn it! Wait, yeah, he's got block, so I'm not rerolling that. He's gonna take the both down. That's gonna end my turn and send Luke to the ground. And or off the side of the field. Nice! Alright.
Oh, too easy.
Well, he's not moving.
Very tall. One of them should hit
There
hard.
goes one Dauntless anyway. The best chance I had to do actual damage, and it's gone. And my center is broken. Regen? No.
I wouldn't want to be in that player's boots.
Yippee skippy. Okay. Well, it was bound to happen. We weren't going to make it anyway, and this is just to see if... Let's see. The way the standings are, actually, if Cadwin wins, and some trickery happens in the standings, he might be able to make 4th place. I'm absolutely out. But...
They just got owned.
Too bad for Blood Bowl 3 didn't copy from 2, where if Regen worked, it didn't play the cutscene. Yeah. Okay, well, he's gonna probably still have his ghouls fighting over getting up the ball. Because now I got my ghoul as the only thing that can pick up the ball, which is unlikely. Best bet I can hope for is that he fails to pick up the ball every damn turn and...
They picked up the ball. I suppose I should say something memorable or funny.
No such luck for me. Alright, well... Okay, I'm down 3 players. Including my front line, how do I deal with this? The answer probably won't surprise you. It being that I really can't. Well, of course you can. Not with that attitude. I was like, no, I don't think I can, period. It's like, the best chance I have of dealing with his ghouls will be Gil. Alright, let's at least use a blitz this time before I completely lose my ability to do anything else. At least Gil has blocked, so this should be fine enough. Although
Both of them off the ground.
throwing him over there will be fine as well. No armor break.
He seems a
Alright, we'll bring Adolf. By the way, how you liking Adolf's new dig? Duds. That's the word. So which pitch effects has been your favorite this season? For me, Wood Elf is pretty fun when I want to be fast or agile, and Lizardman when I want to bring the pain. That is a good question. I'll be perfectly honest. I've enjoyed the concept of the pitches. Although being perfectly honest, I haven't noticed a whole lot of difference in a lot of cases. Alright, if you want to hit me, you gotta come to me. Alright. That said, honestly, I have to agree with you. I think Wood Elf is one of the more interesting ones. Lizard is Lizard's fun, even if it's bugged. I really wanted to like the Necromantic horror pitch. The one time I actually got to play with it, and it screwed me over more than my opponent did. And then the one time that I thought it had worked, I thought I'd had it, I was actually the Shambling Undead pitch, which didn't give me anything.
Good.
You notice the Lizardman pitch, everything effectively having Mighty Blow is a real pain sometimes. I mean, true, I did notice that the one or two times we played on that pitch.
That's a good choice for this play.
Yeah, okay, he knocks down that Mighty Blow. He's following up. There, he's stunned. That means my Dauntless is not going to be able to go off, which is great, because I won't be able to knock out his his mummies. I should have realized that I should have remembered that I couldn't have spent my treasury. So what do you think I should have done? Since I couldn't have gotten the star player I wanted, should I just fired Sia and gotten a fresh werewolf? Bought a second flesh golem? Another ghoul, perhaps?
Did you know that the new Cabal HD globes...
At this point, it's really not all that much of a,
Don't confuse the viewers, Jim.
really not that big of a...
Selling fast, not that they're made out of cake and jam.
Questioning on it right now is not going to help me over much, considering that we're already underway. He's stunned. He's stunned. Cheeky Zarg dice. What if the Lizardman pitch is weird? If a touchdown scored in the first half, it starts being sweltering heat in the second. The other effect of +1 in the block dice is constant. It really could be a bit more clear, certainly. In hindsight, a second ghoul would have been the best choice, or another reroll just for safety's sake, since you can use it more than one in a turn. Also true, yeah. Alright, you know what? I got my ghouls down. I really wanted to make that blitz. Let's at least try for something. Cheeky Zarg dice to maybe move something. Nah, I'm not gonna waste a reroll on me being silly.
Crazy! I was just getting bored.
The only options I have to do anything right now are gonna be Adolf
Can't argue with that call.
and the Wraiths.
No,
The only player that can actually play the ball is Adolf. Could your ghoul actually reach around with the Wood Elf sprint? 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even without the Wood Elf Sprint, I would have been able to reach it had I thought about that. Yeesh. Well,
A prone player is a dead player. Often at any rate.
oh well. We'll see what happens. I mean, he was also next to the tackle guy, so mileage can vary with that. We'll see where Steve the Hedgehog Sonic ends up going. That's going to mark up the other Wraith. And foul appearance does not help. Man, foul appearance has really kind of been a nothing skill.
Good call. Intimidation is the key. It's one of my
I know it only goes off when you roll a 1 on it, but I think it's only activated like once or twice. Yeah, so if I can knock Carl Hardy down. Oh, that's gonna be rough.
Cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic.
Man, this is really going to be a problem. Being down the flesh golem, the werewolf, and a zombie has... Oh, that is disgusting. Oh, that's dumb. Just straight dumb. Of all the things that things could be, that kind of dumb is one of them. Why am I making a go for it here? Well, it worked. Alright. Oh, that's silly. Alright, well, if this... I need the Zard dice to work here. I can't... Alright, Zard dice plus block. Reroll that. Okay. Yeah, this is not ideal.
Not over.
Oh, frick. Alright, 5. Let it not be said that I'm not... Yeah, let it not be said that I'm not trying. Oh, boy. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm really not kind of feeling it. I am... tired? I have eaten way too much. I got completely thrown aback by the opening. And not being able to get what I wanted to get. And so now I'm just in survival mode, and,
Poor fellow lost his nose.
How will he smell without it?
Same as always. Terrible.
Wisely decided not to.
Isn't that your mother?
Watch it, Jim. You know my mom could take a better hit than any of those gits.
Oh, good. I love how it takes him a second to choose Defender Stumbles. As if there's a downside to taking Defender Stumbles in this regard.
Free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Okay. There's an outside chance I might be, like, there's no way I can feasibly stop the play. But if he decides to do this and delay,
Surrounded by the opposing team.
that gives me an opportunity to go after Ronald McDonald with Anik. Well, spoke too soon, I guess.
Is the assist gonna be enough to come out on top?
And Werner is going to get pushed around a little bit. And a foul. KO and no ejection. That's delightful. Like I said, I'm probably... It was not going to be a great result anyway.
Yeah.
Will this work? Probably not. Alright. Okay, so, well, at the very least, I can stand up Onik. I can stand up Einik. I can stand up Anik. We're gonna try a silly.
A snotling baked in a pie.
That actually works perfectly fine for me.
Naturally.
I move forward one, I throw him back. It's an armor break. One, two, three. All right.
He's one of the quickest among his race.
Is it gonna help any? No. Oh, that's right, he's got guard. Joy to the world, we did a dumb. Ah, oh
By adversaries.
boy. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna try and... I'm gonna try and do something here. Hang on. I'm gonna require my kettle. How much water would I got in here? Not enough. Even if I'm full up of stuff, at least I suppose I could get myself a nice warm drink to help things along a bit.
He's a skillful player to stay up on
Well, that block came in handy, so neat. Yeah, maybe a nice warm drink will help me clear my head, calm down, maybe cut the exorbitant amount of fat from my big old bowl of mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, andouille sausage, and speedy chicken. If y'all don't know what speedies are, I'd recommend finding some and having it. Like, go on Amazon and get like a bottle of Lupo's or Salamitas. Yeah, or Salamitas. Yeah, that's it. Speedy sauce. Put like your...
barely speak, Jim, let alone write.
I'm just talking about chicken. You don't have to go up and kill me. Thank you for the regeneration, by the way.
Those horrible games without at least one death then.
But yeah, no, get a bottle of either Lupo's or Salamitas. Put your chicken and like cut it into strips or chunks. Pour the whole bottle into a plastic bag. Put all the chicken in that bag and let it set for a day. Just let it marinate in that for a day. After that's done, skewer them, grill them, put them on a nice soft bun with a little bit of mayonnaise. It's an amazing sandwich. It's just good chicken.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what you need? A Wake chocolate with a half cup of coffee's worth of caffeine in it. I really don't need more caffeine today. I had, like... It's very nearly a 3-die. Very nearly triple Zarg. And that's not going to help any. Oh. I'll do a dumb.
That's going to be a turn.
Yeah. Not like anything else different was going to happen.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
Alright, hang on. I need to...
Great play. Touchdown. They simply have a better dock, or they hit harder.
Yeah. And we're still raining! Well, my water's ready. Coffee stir. Why am I even grabbing these coffee stirrers to actually stir hot drinks? I bought them as craft supplies. We'll save it this way. Alright, here we go. At least once I get the ball on my possession, it shouldn't be that bad, right? Right?
The defenders have a chance to
Oh,
get
good.
into
Nice
position
deep
and
kick.
prepare their formations.
D3 open player. Oh, he's doing it. Oh, nice. Alright. Hang on. I think there's... What's going on? Oh, I was looking at a different thing. Boink. Alright. Okay, so we have that next to him, so... Here we go. Dauntless
Probably say
works.
something meaningful to all our cabal
Will it
beings.
knock him out?
All I can think
Unlikely.
is
Splat.
Follow.
Well, that'll shake things up.
Alright, so you actually know what I'm going to do. I'm going to move you here. Try to put a player on the sideline without having a player over there to replace them. You don't need to keep the player out. Just want to see if it's possible to not just field your full team. I will try that for you, Digi. Alright, so let's take this guy. Oh, works for me. Another armor break. It's a KO. That's at least weighs something. Resembling a something. Okay. That's stirred. Fill the rest of my cup with hot water. Alright. Is it possible to get him? Possible, but I don't need to. Alright, so I'm actually going to blitz into you. I'll get a 1-die with block into block. This could go poorly.
Can't argue with that call.
Hey, what do you know? It did! I don't... Now, that mummy's now safe. I don't get to... I'm not going to foul him.
Coach
Mac.
got everything done he wanted to, because it's the other team's girl.
Ah, well. They try to do something, and the game says no.
Well, we're certainly hitting the violence quota today.
Yeah, werewolf doesn't come back. What did he roll? A 3? Nice. He rolled a 6. Nicer. Just as a thought, did you... I'm not sure I'm going to be able to put somebody on the sideline without replacing them. Because I think you have to have... I think you are forced to. But we'll see. But I think... Yeah, I think you're forced to have up to 11 players on the field. If you can. Alright. We'll put Onik. Oh. Okay. Oh, I know, but the 11 players must be present on the pitch thing is now X'd out. So you can, it just won't let you, I guess. Yeah, it grays out the button. You can't do it. Alright. Hope that answers your question. Alright, Adolf is back here again. Alright, we'll try to do the same schmuckum that we did before. And we're likely going to get punished for it. But we're back to 3 rerolls at the very least. You can in theory, but not in practice, so it would seem.
Uncertain weather.
And we're back into sunlight, yes? Just regular? Very sunny. -1 on passing. Oh, wow, we went from -1 on agility to just -1 on passing. Wrong button. Alright. Let's try this again. Dauntless!
Wind these players
And it's a
up.
push.
No stopping them.
And he's still standing.
Let's look at the first drive effect. Well, I'll be damned. How? We had... Do KOs not count as injuries? Or is it injuries and not casualties? Must be injuries, then. Alright, then. Well, that's one thing. I'm not sure it's a thing it's going for me, but... It needs to be 3 sticking injuries. I guess it does. Alright, 1 die into a push. Stay put.
That could have been worse.
That's still a 1 die. Oh yeah, the third did regen, didn't it? Alright, you know, that's a very good
Like
point.
halflings round a sandwich.
Why am I doing that? I don't know.
Hey, that play looked
He's on the ground. He's not moving. Let's at least try to pick up the ball before we do anything silly. Of course we don't. Use the re...
Pick up the
Okay, good.
Apparently it's more difficult than it seems.
And
He's sprinting.
3-5.
Going to be okay.
Alt Wood Elf effect does look cool, though, with the autumn colors. That it does. That it does.
Yeah.
Alright. Adolf has the ball. I'm gonna try to do something. Maybe we'll get there. Probably not.
Did you know, and I think you'll like this, that astro granite is made from a compound of sand, gravel, bone dust, and the skulls of fired players' agents.
Tasty.
Alright, what is... Well, I did put the ball in a very weird spot. He's got a better chance of scoring quickly than I do. He's got a better chance of scoring against me just in general.
Together.
And that's a stun. Could be worse. Oh, boy. Does anybody have any experience with that, like, gamer goo hand stuff? Because, like, I'll tell you, I need to figure out something because my hands are just ridiculously sweaty and as a general rule.
I now realize television has one major advantage over a live stage show.
Huh? What's that?
A television you can turn off.
Hello, Kitsu. How are you doing? Alright, let's... Oh, actually, I could blitz Steve. I've got tackles, so this'll work. It'll knock him over and allow me to repivot.
He's about to get punched above
That's
and
fine.
below the belt at the same time.
He's got sidestep. He's going to sidestep in a direction of his choosing. But he's going to fall over. I'm going to stay put. No injury. Actually, you know what? Let's risk a one. All right, good. No more of that, please. Okay, cool. All right.
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
I can bring you up. I can get one dies against Wendy or Jack Boxer. So.
That's a good choice for this play.
A good coach always
Okay.
uses the right player for the right job.
This ball is slicker than the
Desperately looking for some injuries. Not necessarily points, just injuries. How about you? How have I been? The game hasn't been all that helpful. Although watching Mume play Repo with Promise was nice earlier, before the game started.
That player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground. in this
Beyond that, it was pretty much just business as usual for me. Just needing to make sure I got here in time to play the game. But then I ate too much. So I am over full, tired, and just marginally tilted with how the game began. So not badly, but I've definitely been feeling better.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, hey, cool. It finally worked. Will he keep it?
Stunner yourself.
Yeah, no. So did I get myself an EN Rico glass? No, I didn't. Frankly, I've already spent enough money on the on other plushies right now than
or even a
to
coaching.
be as worried about other things. Oh boy, how am I going to do this? I honestly really don't. Truthfully, I want to not go into overtime. Could get a fauna glass though. Eh. Actually, speaking of fauna, I did actually watch Nimi's full model reveal the other day. That was fun. Good. Get away from him. As we head over here. Still waiting for Nimi to play Pikmin 3 so we can get more elite squads happening. Alright, we'll throw him there.
If I had a gold crown for every player I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own team.
We'll
You only
keep...
need a million
There we go,
gold,
we'll keep
right?
that. We'll not make any more random unnecessary Zarg blocks, but... It's a certain and insofar as like recent talent is concerned, I am holding out hope that we will get some great collabs with Nimi and Doobie, perhaps.
Player's fist is approximately the same
With
size as his entire opponent.
what was I? With
It reminds
it's
me of the
Senzawa,
of
right?
Nurgle
Yeah.
And the Great Unclean One. But this time, no miracles.
Nimi's face really has the combination between Mume and Fauna. It definitely has some... It is definitely reminiscent of Fauna, yes. Oh, he got tackle on me. And the blitz. He's got block and I do not. Stun! Oh, go for it. You know you want to. You know you can't.
What Hearthstone X3
Found this out due to
sponsoring
YouTube
sport when you
Shorts.
were playing
Sauna's
ball?
new old persona has a collab with Cronies. PL recently watching the third Sonic. I did see that.
These guys came from. She's on him now, like a halfway run.
And this is just going to be me, like, filling out a bit of ignorance on my part. What does PL stand for? Because that was utilized around in relation to Senzawa as well, and I'm not sure what that meant. It's like a personal life, past
How are they
life.
going to
Okay,
catch or run with a ball if they're constantly
I was
running around
I was
the
about a third of the way there.
That player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
All right. Well, it happened in a practice game that I've been doing, grinding out manager levels. Let's see if it'll do it. See if anything else will happen. Before I do that, safe things, i.e. just stand players up. Is it free blocks? Sure. Go for it, Warner! Prove your point to this team! Holy fuck, he actually is kinda.
That last burst of speed.
Which means that cover doesn't stop us talent from doing things to their past life selves as long as they don't break NDA. Good on... Yeah!
Yeah, sure thing. Go on, trip. It'll be good for the ratings.
That is definitely good for them. Alright, nah, it's better that he stays there. Alright, stand up Onik, and we'll end it there. The Wendy is perfectly free, so this is by far the worst position I could possibly have put him in. But, you know, whatever, what have you. Oh, look, Steve the Hedgehog Sonic is going to take this blitz, I'm sure, isn't he?
He's not looking. He's not looking. Get in there. Finally some action.
And the ball bounces that direction. Well, it's only a -1 on passing tests. You could try and do something cheeky. Oh, come on. That's not even the one with dodge. Or dodge tackle.
Fair fights can be so overrated. There's always room in sport for a scrap like this.
Now his buddy can move freely.
Well, at least he's not dead.
Arms like
Again.
cretins. There was only going to be one result in that spat.
Why stop there? You just have to close your eyes and block your nose and close your mouth and plug your ears.
Alright, well, let's just move him more. This is not going to be helpful, but...
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
Alright, how can I possibly...
There's only one
Well,
word to say.
actually, there is a way here.
Lot of words.
It's kind of silly, but let's be honest here. We like silly out here. That does back my
is as
theory about the
slippery as
whole
a
lot of attempts to graduate having problems with management, being direction, ability to go to Japan more often being the reason rather than management being a-holes to them. And I suppose I can understand that one.
Get up or get off the field.
Well, you're both... Yeah, we're both falling over for that one. Okay. So, there's a silly that can happen here. We'll stand you up. We'll stand up Werner. Stand up Enoch. Stand up, Enoch! Enoch, stand up. Gil, stand up too, please. Why'd I do that? Use the reroll.
Ouch! And another
Why'd I do that?
That's the dirt.
Not saying cover is faultless, just that they are more open than some other agencies that start with N. You know, that's very fair.
They're gathering around that bull.
Yeah, I thought I was going to fail anyway, even over there. But Adolf had dodge.
Now just squash him next
I
time.
was going to blitz into Wendy and hopefully knock him, not in the least ways knock him out so I can move the ball up, but then I decided to do something dumb. All right.
At last, violence.
Doing something dumb? You? Never. Never once would it cross my mind to do a silly. That being said, even
I
though
wouldn't
I'm...
mind this show if they just got rid of one thing.
Huh?
What's that?
Me?
What was I gonna say? I had something in my mind.
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
BB Nut. Thank
kind
you
of
for the follow,
amusing.
man. I
Yes, it was rather
appreciate
funny.
it.
It was incredibly
I-
funny.
I loved it.
Don't know why you would follow me. This is by far and away not my best game of Blood Bowl, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you.
Like blood flies around a Tomb King's desiccated carcass. The players on the pitch also think of their friends in the stands. They too have the right to have some
Okay.
fun.
I was complaining before about how foul appearance hadn't gone off,
Well, shall we leave?
Why should we leave now?
but
The
now
worst
it's gone
part's
off
over.
3 times, and I'm actually kind of impressed.
That'll help the player move without risk.
Alright.
The team have possession.
That's a cute squirrel emote. Alright, what's a good way of doing... frankly, anything. That being said, truthfully, I really don't want the game to go much longer than it already has felt like it's been. Even though I know this has been a fairly short game. Now for the white to pick up the ball and then instantly drop it because it's a ghost. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That would be impressive indeed. Alright, stand up, Einik. I don't want the game to go longer than I want it to. Which means I really don't want to score. But I'm also not going to be that guy and just give up and not try and play, honestly, just because I want to go to bed. At the same time, I did also choose to play at midnight as well, so it's as much my fault for this time slot as anybody else's. Well, it's entirely my fault. Well, me and Catawing. Alright, take the frenzy. This is gonna fail first. No? Okay. I don't know what that actually did, but it did that. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it did. Silly, silly, we love to do them things. They stand up people, dodge through places that they really shouldn't be in. There it goes. It opened up a dumb... It really did. The game really did open up a dumb. So, really, what can we do other than just answer with our own dumb and hope the dumbs that dumbly dumb will dumb themselves to such a degree that the dumbs dumb. It's Blood Bowl. All games are dumb. Hear, hear.
To see some shredding death.
But yeah, BB Nut, if you're... actually, to give you a little bit more context, this is Crenbowl, a viewer fan league, so elegantly put. I would say it was dumbly put, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, this is Crenbowl, a viewer league associated with the streamer, YouTuber, WoW Crendor, if you know him. This is actually the final week of the regular season, and for our 22nd season doing this. So, yeah, we've been doing this for a while, and it's been a lot of fun. Even as such as games like this happen, but as you say, sometimes these games just happen. Every game of Blood Bowl is dumb.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
No, at the very least, I can blitz with Gil. That'd be... If he's gonna let me. Is he gonna let me? No. Of course he's not gonna let me. Why would he let me? I could stand up Hieronymus. He can't get surfed because he's a wraith. He's got sidestep. Dumb things, we're going to do them again. I can't use my bribe. My bribe is a sneaky old jive, 'cause none of his guys are dead.
They're all over the place. I can't see them going much further with players.
Good game, Catawin. I know I'm saying that, like, mildly sardonically, but genuinely, if I didn't enjoy playing this game, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be an admin in this league. So, yeah, seriously, all I can say is good game. At least like the season has been very fun. I will definitely say that. And I've certainly had worse seasons than 4-0 and 5, I'll give you.
Well, I really like this show tonight.
At these prices, who's gonna complain?
Yeah, he gets the last turn, so all fair. All fair in love and bowl. Oh, okay, cool. He waited most of the time. He gets ejected. So there's that. Argue the call. Nope, red card.
That ref is sending the player off. He's gonna have to join the RPP.
Hot drink was definitely the right call for this.
The fans are furious.
There really isn't anything better to do. And if it works, which why would it? It'd be amazing. Stand up. Make the first, then fail the second. Rolling a 1 and double 6.
What a bunch of incompetent gits. If I had my way, I'd flog them all.
My musical theater is not proving super diverse today.
To be well assisted in a fight.
Alright, he uses reroll.
He shouldn't have jumped. The show's not that bad.
Looks like the players are finally remembered
As
not-
always, the heckles help take the edge off.
The losing team.
Even if I can't hear them in my ears, I still hear them in my head. Oh good, Adolf woke up. You know who didn't? Luke.
Hey, you wanna hear me sing?
Only if you sing solo.
Solo?
So low I can't hear.
And there's a musical heckle. Alright. Man, how did I get only 600 for that? Validate the match result. Anik. And of course it was freaking Anik. This guy got most of my MVPs, I swear. 3 levels. Hey, GG. G indeed, Catawin. GG. That was a game of Blood Bowl, and it just did not go my way at all. No. Oh yeah, it was... I just couldn't get anything started and nothing continued. I had an amount of hope in the second half, but then I made some really stupid plays. But yeah, I only got MVP. Alright, well, what are those dice rolls? How badly was the dicing? Let's see. 10 ones, 10 sixes, 14 twos, 15 threes, 15 fours, 19 fives. That. Put 10, 6, 10, 6, and 6. Gee, I wonder if I only rolled 6s and 10s. Honestly, I'm impressed that Foul Appearance actually succeeded 5 times. Actually, it actually worked. It generally didn't. Blood Bowl is like golf. Either it's a decent day or it's the most infuriating time of your life. True. True. What does it say about me that I like playing Blood Bowl and want to play golf? Does that just make me a masochist?
Encore!
Bravo!
Encore!
He's a credit to his race.
What race is that?
The 100-yard dash.
It's an entirely different category of Olympic athleticism there, Kitsu. Then it makes you one as well. I suppose we're all in good company.
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
That was peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious! Wonderful!
Let's be quiet through that one. Cadwin, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Let's see, 34. You had 34 pushes, 17 stumble, 13 pow, 16 both down, 20 skulls. And you rolled effectively a lot more dice than I did. You also rolled a lot higher than I did consistently. Blood Bowl is also like golf, without the lower amount of numbers happen, the better. Also true. Also true. Also, if you're not willing to potentially risk some higher numbers, you never get ahead. And you don't get ahead in either. Do you try to cut over or through that bit of woods between you and the green? Do you try to go for those 3 risky dodges to get over there? That's all part of it. Yeah, well. And with that, as much as Eunuch the Second is out for the next game, that is the end of the season for us. We end at 4-0-5. Which again,
I wouldn't mind
not
this show if
the
they
worst
just got
record
rid
we've
of
ever
one
had.
thing.
What's that?
Me?
Certainly better than anything this franchise has had. Now to buy all the things. Alright, you know what? Let's have some fun. Sia survived, even though her minus armor value is still here. Luke is the proud papa, at least where he's showing off his ability to still play despite his increased age. The zombies are likely going to go back into their formaldehyde packaging. The wraiths are going to be truly outstanding in their fields when I put them back as scarecrows, if they are. If it makes you feel better, 2 of your wins were because we can't tie and the game just decided you win. You know what? That's very fair. That is very fair. And honestly, that's still on me, so you're welcome. Oh boy, I'm glad that this season's finally over and I can put that embarrassment behind me for a while. Best kind of victory by game decision. Alright, so let's see. Golem. And a ghoul. Let's see, that puts us down to 45. Let's grab another zombie. There we go. Why? It's just dumb. Alright. Oh, a little bit too far there, didn't I? Alright. So let's see. Here we go. Customization. Name. And because I'm going to go pass out now, enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to do the same thing too, Cadwin. Thank you again. GG. We'll see we'll see what happens. You have an outside chance of getting into 4th place, so we'll see what happens on the standings. How did you lose with a 14-20 team TV? Very carefully. Very carefully. PIDI Euripides. Let's see, our other one is Euripides Upman. This one is... We'll see, I don't have my hopes up. You probably shouldn't, but like I said, it's an outside chance. But yeah, GG, have a good night, friend. Euripides... Onades. Onades nuts! Let's see. And this one is Hannah, Mia, Hannah Tuna. All right, what kind of... Since we still have all of our vowel nicks, who's this? Oh, you know what? Well, How about X-Nick? Why? I don't know. Not like he's gonna get played any. Oh, who knows? I might actually take this guy... might take these into ladder or something. I don't know. Well. There we are, folks. Did Journeyman get anything? No. No, they did not. Alright, just wanted to make sure. Okay, well, let's take a look at that standing, just to be sure. We have Narup ending his season, solidly in first place currently, at 7-0-2. Good on him. The Gangoon Gang, glad we got played that game first. Followed by Spudster at 7-0-1. Did he actually remake his team? No, he hasn't played yet. All right. So, Spudster's actually possible to take first place. Blubby Monkey is sitting at 9 games played at 7-0-2, so he's minimum second place. Sandbag is at 6-0-2. Who is he playing? Fred and Gang versus Candy Books. Okay, so it's Sandbag versus Spudster. So I guess those two are going to figure out who goes where. In that regard, yeah, actually. If Sandbag loses and Spudster goes to 8-0-1, then it's an outside chance that with 6-0-3 on both of these, Tatooine could get in third place depending on what the tiebreaks become. Meanwhile, Hippo and Matt are the last other game to play, and they're just, happy to be here. They're just having a fun game down there at the bottom of the list. Their game is not going to matter much, but it will be fun to... But at least they'll have fun playing it. I hope. Hot drink was just what I needed. Alright. Well then. That season's over. Next season... Season 23. I'm not going to be doing any of the actual competition creation this time round, because I fucked it up too badly this time. I do not trust myself, and neither should you. But that doesn't mean we can't talk about what we're going to be playing next week. Next season. It's gonna be a month or two at least before that happens. So the question is, I already know what my theme is, but what am I playing? Will I be playing Chaos Chosen with Muppets Treasure Island? Or will I be playing Dark Elves with Muppets Treasure Island? I mean, Dark Elves are a little bit more on theme for pirates, but I've also been wanting to play Chaos for a while too. And well, I suppose while we have everybody here, we can talk about what our actual builds are on both. So here's what I've got for the Dark Elves. We have 2 Assassins, 2 Blitzers, a Witch Elf, and the rest are linemen. Deciding to forego runners for whatever reason. Hoping that the general 2-up agility across the board is just going to be good for doing ball-handly stuff in general. Only 1 Witch Elf as opposed to 2 for 1 and both Assassins. I could remake and drop a reroll, perhaps, to swap out for a runner. I don't even need to drop a reroll. I could drop an assassin for a runner. That might be worth a try. But like I said, I've been grinding through some levels playing these, and I've actually kind of enjoyed this lineup. And I've really not missed the runners at all. So, we'll see. I've also been running a couple of games with the Chaos Chosen team, who have decided to go for 4 blockers, a Minotaur, and a bunch of Beastmen. Because, well, I can only have 1 big guy anyway. And deciding Minotaur would be fun. But at any rate, the actual theme of both teams actually are the pirates from Muppet Treasure Island. So obviously you have Long John Silver, who I gave a fancy hat to. The runners for Dark Elves are only passing players, unlike in 2, where they were very redundant. Alright. So if I swap out 1 assassin for a runner, that gives you an option to pass better. And since everybody is a 2-up agility, that'll be a fairly easy catch on whoever I need it to be. That's an idea. Yeah, let's see. We have Long John Silver with his fancy hat, Short Stack Stevens, Black-Eyed Pea, One-Eyed Jack, Polly Lobster, Old Tom, Real Old Tom, Dead Tom, Clueless Morgan, Mad Monty, and of course, the whole joke of this entire roll call scene, Big Fat Ugly Bug-Faced Baby-Eating O'Brien, who turns out to be a hot woman with a very low voice. Give you exactly 1 reason why I made that character the Minotaur. Because I was going to make, presumably, a very hot Minotaur mini for my opening theme. Whereas I'll just make another Dark Elf. Another Witch Elf for the Dark Elf once again. So it really is the question, do I play Chaos and try to be more bashy, or do I play Dark Elves and try to be more everything the hell else? But yeah, that's my current thoughts on the matter. And like I said, we've got plenty of time. Plenty of time indeed. Hopefully I've got enough time to get the excuse me, manager progression. Because I've got to level 77 fairly reasonably well, but then I just sort of hit a snag. Because it's just gotten slower, and I need to get to 96 in order to get the seashore grandstands. Which is what I want for a pirate-themed team, right? So we'll find out what happens. Hopefully I'll be able to do that, and hopefully I won't burn out. Okay. Oh yeah, hot drink was definitely necessary, and possibly now needing to turn on my... what's the word I'm looking for? Air conditioner. Here for the night. It's getting warmer. It's definitely getting warmer, and I'm enjoying it. Alright, well, that's the end of this season. And it's been, like I said, I'm very glad that it went the way it did. It was been a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to play Necromantic Horror again. Or just Necromantic. Coming back to this play style has proven to be a good change of pace compared to almost everything else. And Lord knows, I'm possibly playing Halflings sooner rather than later again, so yeah. Although that being said, the first Crenbowl season that we have gnomes, you gotta know for absolute factual certain I will be playing them. Whether or not Crendor ever decides he wants to play a stunty team again is another matter entirely. Gnomes rock. They certainly seem a whole lot of fun. And here's the thing, right? I have the physical minis. It's not coming into focus at all, but you do see the glistening on my hands. These have been sitting on my desk for far too long, waiting to get painted. Just, you know, joining my massive pile of minis that I've been working on for the last long-ass time. I need to get these off my desk.
I really like this show tonight.
At these prices, who's
Well,
gonna
tabletop
complain?
tournament with gnomes this that sounds great in BB Nut. Sounds a lot of fun. Can't wait to try them out myself in Blood Bowl 3. I wish I had a place closer to me that did Blood Bowl at all. I do have one place nearer me that does physical Blood Bowl, but it's still a 40-minute drive. And as much as that's really kind of nothing, I need a better reason to go out, and especially on a Thursday, to play Blood Bowl. No, at least it's physically at the very least. I work nights, you know. You see. But yeah. So yeah. I'm excited to see that. And I hope they come sooner rather than later. Actually, how much longer do we have in the Blood Pass? About another 2 months? Just a little shy of 2 months. About 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Plenty of time to find out what's coming down the pipeline for Blood Bowl 3 next. I don't think gnomes are this year. Ah, well, piss. Alright. Well, at least we see what comes up after Amazons, and at the very least. I'm sure it'll be fun anyway. I mean, it's Blood Bowl. It's kind of fun to begin with. I think you have Corn, Vamps, and Ogres, Snotlings, the 3 this year. Ooh. I'll be honest. I'm excited. I've been wanting to play Corn for a very long time. The last time we were able to play Corn on a video game was Blood Bowl 1 Chaos Edition. corner fun, but a brutal start. So are Chaos in general, that I've noticed. But I like that's just kind of like what I like doing, though. I like going out and playing a different team every time. I mean, admittedly, I have played 2 seasons of Halflings before. I've already played Dark Elves, so for all intents and purposes, I should play Chaos this next season, even though I'm thinking of Dark Elves as well. Hell, I've got a 3rd Halfling team ready to go, and technically a 4th. It was like Old World Alliance. Let's actually head back to Capture so I can take a look, so we can show this off. It's like I actually have, like I said, Halfling team. Here are the Tree Stooges. I have Larder, Curly, and Throw, Larry, Curly, Mo, and a bunch of onomatopoeia / slapstick things. More so than Cat. Alright, well, I look forward to that pain. But yeah, I've got like I said, I have the Tree Stooges here. Meanwhile, before Halflings showed up as an actual team, I had an Old World Alliance team that I was going to try and do something similar with. I called the Great Meme. I had 1 Tree Man as Halfling Thrower, 2 Halflings that were the Thrown Halflings, and just a bunch of Old World linemen because I was trying to keep my team value low so that I could get star players a la Blood Bowl 2 Nuffle Altar if at all possible. I know this is a terrible build, but it was one that I wanted to try before Halflings came in. And who knows, it's always on the back burner to have fun with. Plus, I just like throwing Halflings in general. Oh, boy. Alright, well. It's 1:30, and I am getting pretty tired. Alright, so with that, I will leave you guys to clear out and deal with your nights, mornings, whatever time it is. I'm not going to pretend to know where BB Nut's from. But, yeah. So, let's see. What have I got coming? Sleep? What's that? It's elusive is what that is. I'll tell you, Kitsu. So, yeah, what do we got? Let's see. What do we got? Well, it's the end of Crenbowl, so there's going to be none of that for a while. But there is Marin Mixed Mayhem, which I stupidly semi-made myself play goblins in, because it's just a bunch of stunties and secret weapons. And since goblins are just objectively better halflings, I don't even know what I'm doing. Well, I know what I'm doing, but it didn't. But holy man, it was so weird that one game. Go back and watch that VOD or the YouTube, because I know I've uploaded it by now. So yeah, more Marin Mixed Mayhem, week 2 coming down the pipe. I'm not sure who I'm playing, but we'll find out later. Then there's also Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to return to Tomb of Annihilation on Sunday. Hopefully, anyway. So yeah. More of my Minotaur Fighter Wizard carrying a boat through the jungles, because we haven't hardly done anything else other than that. Weird. Beyond that, I have more minis to make. I'm going to spend most of my Friday over at the local game store, not the one that has Blood Bowl, by the way. Yeah, but we're doing a painting event on Saturday to paint the kill teams from the Hivestorm box that I said a long time ago I'd been painting. I finally finished the terrain and started working on the minis, but then that sort of got what's the word? Paused when the game store moved from one location to another across the street. So now, instead of me painting them, we're going to offer them as a group project for people to come in and paint for the shop as a display piece. But that means I have to make the minis, and the only time I have that available this week, because fuck, because it's going to be Friday, because of my last little bit of announcement that I just now remembered, because I get to play tomorrow at midnight again. More memes. I'm gonna hope, like, I have no idea how far along we are yet. Probably still just at 1/5. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be more I Wanna Hug That Gator, a game that Memes has given me to play, and yeah. It's not been unenjoyable. Just been weird. It's a visual novel. Of course it's weird. So yeah. D&D, Marin, and Wanny, I guess. That's this next week in Chun-Li 1. So, for all of you out there still listening to me prattle on, thank you all for hanging around, chatting, being all around cool dudes. Thank you again for the follows, both of you. And I will see you all in the next game. Have a good rest of your day, all. Here we go. We got the buttons. We click this and that. Let me turn off the mic.
You want to hear me sing?
Only if you sing tenor.
Tenor?
10 or 11 miles away.
What? Wake me when the show starts.
It's already been on a while.
Wake me when it's over.
This is your wake-up call. The show's over. You awake yet?